Hello guys. So welcome to my stream. So today, um, I'm going to show you my concept map, no, relating to the law, under the law, and or the philosophy of law. So this concept map, no, that I made, there is an 8 relevant topic that I choose in our module 1. So first is that this concept map, no, there are 8: nature of law, modern legal challenges, principal school of thought, legal system, origin and evolution, law and society, theories of justice. Whereas the theories are the H.L. Hart, for example, the philosopher that time, Jeremy Bentham, John Rawls, and others. So, yeah, when we talk about the natural law, not nature of law, is a law as a system of rules, no? System of rules governing behavior, reflects values, beliefs, and social needs. And also the interplay between law and society. This is like the law is like the a mirror of society. No? Why is that? Why is that the law is a mirror of society? That is because it's a cultural values and moral standard, no? And I will make example. Societies that value individual freedom and autonomy are likely to have laws that protect civil liberties, no, rather, and human rights. And laws also reflect historical in which they were created. For instance, the evolution of laws around slavery, women's rights, labor's rights in various countries shows how legal system changed, no, in response to shift and societal values over time. Now, let's go on to the modern legal challenges. No, um, there are three that the technology as advantage. No, using data privacy. Like today, we have AI. No, that it made us easy to make our activities or projects. Next is globalization, and that is an international law and sovereign cooperations, and other is that environmental law, climate change, and corporate responsibility. But at that, aside from this, no, when we talk about in the theories of justice, interesting is that here in origin and evolution, no, or evolution, that the fundamental part of society influencing almost of us, no, question that where did where did it all begin. The story of law, Genesis, is a journey through time, tracing the evolution of rules and regulation from ancient custom to the complex legal system we have today. So first is that the law as custom, no, early beginnings. This is just an unwritten rules were passed through generation. These customs were crucial, no, maintaining order with communities, but they had limitation. Just imagine, no, without written record, these rules were subject to change, interpretation, and even manipulation. This made it very difficult for them, no, to be consistently applied or to endure over time. Because, no, without written record, the application of costume was highly dependent on the interpretation of leaders or elders. Okay, next, let's go on to the three written code, which are the Code of Hammurabi and the Solon's Reform, and last, the 12 tables. So let's go on to the Code of Hammurabi. No, this is just one of the earliest known example of written law. No? Um, the Code of Hammurabi, established around 1760 BC by Hammurabi, the king of Babylon. It represents one of the first instances of a ruler codifying laws for an entire kingdom. And it devised a code strict approach to liability during a parallel to the modern and legal concept of strict liability. This connection is insightful as it follows how ancient legal principles continue to influence contemporary law. This Hammurabi guys, no? This is just belong to the oldest rule law that time. There is a black stone that those people are follow that what unwritten on the stone on the black stone, no, so that all of them are follow that rules. So that's why that the Code of Hammurabi is that um very useful that time. So at least everyone there, at least they just have to what the rules and regulation to follow. So yeah. Next is the Solon reforms. So moving forward in time, we encountered another significant figure in the history of law, and that is si Solon, an Athenian statesman from the 6th century BC. No, Solon is remembered not just a lawgiver but also as one of the seven wise men of ancient Greece, because Solon introduced a system that classified Athenian citizens into five distinct classes based on their wealth. Rather, this classification was more than a mere social hierarchy. It structured society in a way that allocated different responsibilities and privileges according to economic status. Each class had specific rule and tax obligation, no, which helped to balance the distribution of public duties and financial burden. No? The system aims to create a fairer structure within the Athenian society by aligning tax responsibility with economic capacity. And lastly, we're going to the 12 tables, the Rome contribution to legal tradition. In ancient Rome, law continued to evolve, no, with creation of the 12 tables around 450 BC. The 12 tables were the result of demand by plebeians, the common people of Rome, for laws that were clear and accessible to all, not just to elite patricians. Prior to this, the law was not written down, and its application was largely controlled by the patricians. But the appointment of the decemviri and the subsequent drafting of the 12 tables was significant steps towards a more egalitarian legal framework. By inscribing the laws on the 12 bronze tablets and placing them in a public space, the Roman government made the law accessible to every citizen, not just the elite. This transparency helped ensure that all Romans, regardless of their social class, could understand their rights and obligations. The 12 tables covered a broad spectrum of legal matters, reflecting the complexity of Roman society. They address crucial aspects of daily life, including family relation, property ownership, debt, and criminal justice. The laws laid down in the 12 tables provided a fundamentals for Roman law. The emphasis on this written and public law in the 12 tables can be seen as an early precursor to the rule of law principles that are fundamental in the modern legal system. Okay, reflecting on the evolution of law, its meaning, function, and development of legal thoughts and practice reveals how deeply intertwined law is with the fabric of society. Historical events and philosophical ideas have profoundly shaped contemporary legal system, making law not only a set of rules but also a reflection of societal values, a tool of justice, and mechanism for social order. The, the evolution of law from ancient custom to modern legal codes is a statement, rather a testament to humanity's quest for justice, order, and stability. From the Code of Hammurabi, rather, one of the earliest examples of written law, to the 12 tables of Rome, and later to the Napoleonic Code. No? Each legal milestone reflects the needs and values of our society that produce it. Its meaning is that the multiple function society, it regulates behavior, resolve disputes, protect rights, and maintain social order. These functions are essential for the smooth operation of any society as they provide a framework within which individuals and institutions can interact peacefully and productively. Law, law is not just about maintaining order, it is also about achieving justice, ensuring equality, and protecting individual freedoms. So my personal insight, no, the study of law reveals that it is much more than a set of rules. It is a living institution shaped by history, society, and human values. Understanding the evolution of law help us appreciate the complexity of legal system and the ongoing challenge they face. It also underscores the responsibility of legal professionals and citizens alike to engage with the law critically and thoughtfully, ensuring that it continues to serve the greater good. No? The history and evolution of law teach us that while the law is a powerful tool for achieving justice and order, it is also a reflection of society values and aspiration. As we move forward, it is crucial to ensure that legal system remain adaptable, accessible, and just, upholding the principles that have guided their development for century.